If you're not dealing with Kaye, it ain't the truth.
Well, you already know. On the street show, we keep our ears to the street. Today we have 3D Dante. She fresh off the BET Awards show Cypher. She rocking out with Sway in the morning show. Let's go on and get into it, shall we?
It's going down, right here, on the show. Powered by Truth, talk show.
Going on, just working and working. I want to appreciate you for calling, and I want to thank you for the interview. And I see you doing big things too. Oh, you are most welcome. Well, first of all, I wanted to go back to, I actually heard a song recently that you were on, and it was Torre's Crown.
Oh yeah. We just released a video for that a few weeks ago.
Ah,
it's been doing real well.
One of my DJs sent me that song, and I was listening. I was like, wait a minute, I have an interview with her today. That you are going straight bananas on that. That was definitely hot. But right now, you also have some new music, which is Too Easy.
I released my project, The Regime.
Okay, and one of the singles you're pushing on it is Too Easy. Is that correct?
Too Easy, yeah. I actually did the DJ call, and that kind of sparked something. All the DJs, the nerd DJs, they were going crazy over that record. So we've been putting it out, and I've been getting a great response for it.
Yeah, we got to salute. Of course, we have to give a shout out to Nerve DJs, Johnny O and Big Health in the building. So, you know, I'm part of the Nerve DJ family. So thank you for that shout out. And we're going to definitely make sure that we get your music moving. And also, since you speak of the Nerve DJs, Big Health is also a part of Def Jam. But when I was reading your bio, you had several different music groups looking at you, from Timberland to Timberland Mosley Music Group, as well as Def Jam. So who are you actually with right now?
I'm independent. I decided to stay independent. And it's a beautiful thing because I put out my first project, which is The Regime. I put it out independently. It's my first retail release. You know, the first one I'm selling digitally and, you know, as well as from the website. And it debuted as number 15 in the country. You know, I've been able to travel independently, and I've been able to travel all over. Last year I did a tour in Europe, sold out tour from Paris, London, you know, Germany, and I've just been able to do so many great things on my own independently. And I think right now I just want to stay with this grind and just keep it moving. You know, who's to say what'll happen in the future? But right now it's an independent move
already,
and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the independent success.
Okay. Well, you speak about your project, The Regime, but before there was The Regime, you actually directed your own video in 2011 called Switch, and it had over 1 million views. How does that feel? Your first, I mean, that was hot.
Yeah, it went viral, and that's actually the video where a lot of industry people, a lot of fans alike first heard of me, first saw it, because it was getting a lot of retweets and shares and all of that online. And that's the video that Timberland actually saw. He saw that video and flew me out to Miami, you know, to work with him. So that right there was crazy, because it's just something that I'm from New Orleans. I directed and edited that video myself, just in my hometown, you know, and that right there really opened the doors for me. And since then, I released videos like Lil Kim, which is a song that did pretty well, and I also released a video, Who Can We Run To, about, you know, a lot of the things that's going on socially, especially in the black community, what's going on with a lot of the males, just black people in general, and people of color, and the police. And I put that out, and that one got over 20 million views on.
Wow.
You know, and that's a video that I also directed and edited as well. So that was the very first one, Switch, but it's continued to happen because I just make sure I put out great music, great content, and content that's true to me, you know.
Okay, so going back to The Regime, so how many songs are on the album, and who are some of the producers on there, and any good collaborations?
I have so many dope producers on there, from Young Lad to Eddie Lee. I mean, a lot of up and coming producers, but you know, from Serious Beats to Casa D, and these are all guys who I've been able to create a relationship with, a working relationship with, and we've been creating the music. Young Lad actually produced another round for Chris Brown, Fat Joe, and Nicki Minaj, and him and I did a record called Worked It Together, as well as a record called Big Dog that's on the album as well. And I have Janae Aiko on the project. I also have August Alsina on the project, who is also a New Orleans native, you know, so we had to make that happen. And I have 20, this is my first project that I put out in 4 years. First retail project, first project out like this, first official album, but I put 25 tracks on this project.
Wow.
25 songs. You know, and I could have did it a double disc, but the reason why I did that is because it's the first project that I put out in 4 years. And I've lived so much, I've seen so much, and like I said, when I put out that video in 2011, a lot of industry folks was calling me. I was flying here and going everywhere, and that basically was like the beginning of my career. And just a lot of things changed since then, so I wanted to put all of that in the music and just share that with people, you know?
Man, you talking about industry people. You have collaborated and shared the stage with some of the hottest, from Lauryn Hill, J. Cole, Rick Ross, and I'm assuming many more, which I don't have the whole list. But how does it feel to even accomplish that? And how does it feel to share the stage with those stars?
It's a humbling experience, because, I mean, I have a record on my project that I wrote and dedicated. It's like a letter to Lauryn Hill. I met her. She was my favorite artist, period. And I met her, and I opened up for her earlier this year in my hometown. So that was like the best feeling ever. And that me meeting her, opening up for her, inspired the record that I wrote called Miseducation of 3D19. That's on the regime as well. And, you know, just like, say for instance, I just did the BET Cypher. My first time going to the BET Awards, I was in the Cypher. So, you know, it's just crazy. I see the dynamics of my career changing right before my eyes, and I'm just coming up. I'm just a young black girl from the Endo, you know, just hustling. So it feels good to be recognized by my peers, and not only recognized, but respected. Because a lot of these guys, and you know, a lot of people in the game, they get recognized for a year or two, but I've been able to do this independently and continue to consistently gain, you know, success.
Right. And you speak about BET and the Cypher, but you was also on the green carpet with Sway?
Yes.
How was that?
Sway, the whole Sway in the Morning staff, Heather B, Kelly, Tracy G, Rich Knight, all of them, they really, really support me, and they've been real big champions of 3D19, so it was dope to see them. See some familiar faces, you know, when I stepped on the green carpet, they were there too, so it was pretty good to see them.
Okay. And why the name 3D Naughty? Why that name?
Well, 3D, people kind of get it confused, like, you know, what does the 3D mean? Is it three-dimensional or whatever, you know, we're super deep with it, but I come from New Orleans, and uptown, where I come from, it's called Third Ward. I'm from the Third Ward. And the street that I grew up on is Delichet Street. So I put the 3 and the D in front of my name because I secretly just want people to shout out my area. You know, there's a lot of people, I'm telling you, I went overseas and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and there's a lot of people from my area that may not make it out. They haven't had the liberties to see some of the things that I've seen. So, you know, I'm on air with you right now, and you're shouting out, we got 3D, not T here, you know, and when you say 3D, you're shouting out those people on my block. You're shouting out those people that might not get to see some of these things that I'm seeing. So that's just my way of representing, even when I can't. Even if you just say my name, even if I'm just doing a trap or stuff, yeah, this 3D, not T, I'm representing. for where I come from, you know.
That's what's up. Giving back and showing people that there's a way to get out, and giving people hope at the same time. And at the same time, you're not forgetting where you came from, which is, you know, that's you humble. You stand humble while you grind it. But I want to get back into you directing your own video. How did that happen? Did you go in and you learn how to, did you just, like a lot of stuff, and this may seem funny to people, I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube. How did you get the knowledge to go ahead and do that and make sure that it's right and it's crisp and it's clean? What made you want to do that?
Me too. I mean, I'm a pretty quick learner. The good thing about it is I'm always able to practice, because this is what I love. I love making music. When I write songs, I 9 times out of 10 already see the concept in my head. But there was this time where I had the opportunity to open up for an artist that was coming down to my city, and there was a promoter who he said, "Oh, okay, we've been hearing about you, and we're gonna let you." The artist was Rick Ross. He was like, "Okay, we've been hearing about you. We got Rick Ross coming in town. If you can give us some footage of, you know, of you killing the show or whatever, then we'll go ahead and let you open up." So earlier that week, I had did a show, and it was crazy, and I knew the guy that filmed me, and I was like, "Oh man, you know, let me know. I want to get this footage from you." And because he knew the opportunities that I had, and he knew that the ball was pretty much in his court, he tried to text, he tried to throw like an arm in the ass for it. Yeah. So, you know, I took that, I used that as motivation. I went out, I brought my own camera, and this was some years back. This was before I even shot the video that I was speaking about with Timberland. But I went and brought my own camera. I started to teach myself how to use Final Cut and Adobe Premiere and After Effects and all that. I started teaching myself because, you know, I never wanted to have that feeling again where somebody can stop me or block an opportunity, you know. And that was the best thing that he could have done for me, because since then, people know me because of my videos. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great thing.
And that's another avenue that you can actually, you know, put together your own production company like that and start helping everyone else, you know, get on or training people. So that's a good thing with them within itself.
I mean, I've shot videos for artists here in my city, as well as artists out in New York, you know, different places. I've been able to shoot videos and even just conceptually have another revenue stream off of that situation right there. So that was you know, I'm glad it happened like that. I'm very grateful it happened like that.
Alrighty. So before we get ready to get out of here, I want you to shout out your social media and tell people where to find you and where can they pick up your new song, and as well as the album and all that stuff.
Everything is 3B-Natee, 3BNATEE. Make sure you go to my website, 3BNatee.com. You can get the regime right there, as well as those mixtapes, and see those videos that I was talking about. My project, The Regime, is also available online, iTunes, Amazon, everywhere. It's digitally sold, so make sure you pick that up. Check out these records, and I also have a mobile app. So if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, I have an app with all of my music on there, all of my videos, and what I do each month. There's a user feature, so if you listen to the tracks, the more you listen, the more you play stuff, the more you like, share from my app, you get user points. And at the end of the month, I reward, you know, whoever has the most points. So, you know, I might have a show in your area, you might get tickets to the show, or you might get some of the new merchandise that we have coming out, just all kind of stuff. So make sure you get that app. It's called the official 3B-Natee mobile app. So,
that's hot.
You know, make sure y'all check that out.
And I have a couple more questions, which I just thought of. With you being a female in the game, how hard was it for you to make it to where you are? Because I know a lot of queens that's not able to make it because of some obstacles in the, I guess I'm going to call it the glass ceiling. How hard was it to get to where you are?
You know, you don't realize how hard it was when you're on a journey. And I'll say it like that because I know that I still have so far to go, but when I look back, I know that I came so far, and I know that I've only been able to make it this far. Being a female, whatever, you know, coming from New Orleans, there's disadvantages, whatever, but I know just believing in myself and having confidence, and just knowing that I have something unique to bring.
Right.
There's a glass ceiling, absolutely. There's definitely a glass ceiling. I'll be the first to tell you that. There's a lot of guys in the industry who will see you and want to sleep with you for an opportunity. There's a lot of guys who, or just people in general, who want to attach themselves because they see you got that glow. They see you glowed up. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to first know what you're worth, have confidence in your music, and know that you're offering something unique. You know, so don't sell yourself short, period.
I was going to ask you to tell some positive words and all that, but you actually beat me to it. And I loved your response. So that was great. So that was like, you know, because I'm like, okay, she on it. So, you know, I really appreciate that. And of course, we appreciate you dropping into the street show, powered by the Truth Talk Show. And of course, I'm your girl, Kaye TheTruth. If you're not dealing with Kaye, it's not the truth. We're going to leave y'all with a little bit of 3D Naughty's new joint, Too Easy.
You know, I usually do an acapella on every project. This time around, we gonna switch it up. Yeah. What's wrong with you? It's the regime, ho. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do this shit for a living. It's me right here. While Twitter fingers was twittering and Amber Rose fingers was fiddling up in Ye's ass, and Quentin Miller was scribbling up in Drake's pad, I managed to skate past in my own lane with no motherfucking brake pads. Sheesh, they say I'm doing the most. Could move beige for bread, could give a f by the loaf. Y'all discussing my posts like social media goons. I've been the best in the streets and gon' be the Jesus with Zoom. Beefing with whom? The semi-automatic clips alone me. Y'all be claiming that you're real, but y'all be posing like Naomi. Pockets fatter than McConan. I was begging for the Sony in Atlantic. Didn't panic, still was killing shit like Brandy. It's beyond my understanding. You rap hoes get ran through like Runyon Canyon, hoping it can help your branding. Meanwhile, they say I name drop too much. I really know these niggas, y'all be on that too much. How she say that she a great and she ain't drop too much? Needed it big, so at ease, ho. I've been on my job and got more max than Steve, ho. Do not get it twisted, cause I know Russell and Steve, you can still get popped like a leaf. Please, ho. Subtweets, I'm very vocal. Speaking of subs, could get your voice touched. No Jerry Fogle for carrying on. Get the house so your parents swarm. Hit my niggas out the bricks, they got more sticks than Amazon. Dare do it for free, say this not what you waste your talents on. So for my hammock, one word could have your family gone. Uncle and granny gone, no hesitation. Compared to me, Conrad Murray got more patience. See, I'm tired of strippers and flippers, turn rappers, took shots in the ass. These hoes so manufactured, in real life they hurting, they broken, they fractured. These social joints sad, cause I swear that they actors. My old better than they latest. All these niggas plagiarists, and they dress like Jaden Smith. Sending tweets but getting beef and they run to the station quick. Could be mainstream if I was fake and didn't say this shit, but I'm okay with it. I'm really great with this. Bring me your goat, bet I cook them like a Jamaican bitch. Before you see me fall, Queen Latifah would take a dip. Lauryn Hill will make a diss while Farrakhan eat bacon bits. In other words, it's not an option. Was popping with Potter, you and your partners was probably watching Blossom. I've been a problem, making runs for presidents like Mrs. Rodham. Hillary talking presidents literally. Who could get with me? Yeah.